Hi, it's Heather, and welcome to today's vinyasa flow for flexibility and strength. We will be working our core, twisting, and prepping the body for the option to try grasshopper pose. This is an intermediate flow, so if you do need to skip a couple poses, feel free, that's totally okay. And before we get started, please take a moment to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps to support free yoga here on YouTube. Plus, you'll receive new free yoga classes here every week. And when you're ready, I'll meet you in a seated position. Come to join me in a nice, comfortable seat. You can take one foot in and then the other, or crisscross. And let's bring both of our hands to our knees and just take a brief moment to maybe soften the gaze or even close the eyes, just to bring your focus inward and start to really put attention to your breath. Just noticing the inhales and the exhales, and bringing yourself fully 100% to the mat before we get flowing. Maybe take a couple deep inhales and exhales. And you can even take this moment to set a quick intention for your practice today. When you're ready, slowly blink those eyelids open. Coming back to the room, and let's get started. Take your right leg out to the side. Left sole comes to the inside of the right thigh. Flex through this right foot. Inhale, both hands up, torso faces your right leg, and exhale down. Couple breaths here. And then slowly come up. Take that right leg, cross it over the left. Inhale, left arm comes up to the sky and cross it over your right knee. Turn to look back behind you. Right fingertips can come up behind you. Gently untwist, and let's take it straight to the other side. So right sole comes to the inside of the left thigh. Flex through that left foot. Turn the torso to face it. Inhale, both hands come up. Exhale, fold down. And slowly press yourself back up. Take this left foot, cross it over the right knee. Plant the sole. Inhale, right hand comes up. Exhale, cross it over the left knee. And you can turn to look back. Great. Come forward, untwist, uncross, and meet me in tabletop position. Planting and spreading the fingers out wide, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round the back, chin comes in. Few more. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, chin in. Inhale, drop. And exhale, round. And just do a couple more in your own time. Come to a neutral tabletop and take the right leg back out behind you. So lift up the right knee. We're going to play with some fun balances for this part. So take the left hand, raise it up to come out in front of you, and then drop both. Lift up the left knee, taking the leg straight back, and lift up the right hand to come out in front of you. Maybe double check in that your arm and leg aren't flying up too much. Drop both and come to a plank pose. So maybe bringing the hands a little bit forward, stepping the feet back to a nice strong plank. I like a really high plank, so really pressing away from the mat, protracting those shoulders. Inhale, and exhale, lift up the right leg. Lift up those toes. Drop it down. Inhale, and exhale, lift up the left leg. Drop it down. Now shift your weight into your left hand. Inhale, and exhale, lift up the right hand. Nice and strong. And drop it down. Shift your weight into your right hand. Inhale, exhale, lift up the left. And drop it down. Now we're going to try both. You got this. Inhale, exhale, lift up the right foot. Shift your weight into your right hand and see if you can lift up your left hand. And drop it down. Now to the other side. Lift up your left foot. Shift your weight into your left hand. Lift up your right hand. And drop it down. Great job. And from here, chaturanga, your version. Opening the chest for either cobra or up dog, and we're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Toes come to touch. Inhale, lift up the right leg, point the toes. Draw the knee into the chest, shift forward, flex through that front foot, step it through, drop the back knee. Keep those toes curled under though in the back here. Inhale, rise up for low lunge. Exhale, lift up the back knee nice and strong. Hands are going to sweep back behind you for high lunge. Now let's try that 2 more times. So drop the knee, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, lift the knee, hands come back. 1 more. Inhale, drop the knee. And exhale, lift, arms come back. Inhale, arms come up. We're still in our high lunge. Take a deep breath, relax the shoulders. And then exhale, bring the left hand down. Sweep this right hand up. And then spin to the pinky toe edge of your left foot as you're turning your right toes towards the right side. And this right hand's going to come behind you just for a moment. And then bring everything forward. Great job. Straighten through the front leg. Shift the front hip back. Keep those hips square to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold. Bend through the front knee, put a little bend in the back, and step it up to the front of the mat in a forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows for a moment here. Inhale, hands come to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, place a little bend in the knees, fingertips come all the way down around and up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take one nice deep breath in this Tadasana mountain pose. And then sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold it all the way down, plant the palms, step the feet back, Cobra or Chaturanga, your version. Meeting all in downward facing dog, wherever you're at. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee into the chest, flex through that front foot, step it through. Back knee comes to the mat. Inhale, fingertips up. Keep those back toes curled under. Exhale, lift up the back knee, very strong. Hands sweep behind you, inhale. Arms come up, back knee drops. Exhale, knee lifts, arms back. One more. Inhale, drop the knee, lift the arms. And exhale, sweep them behind you, lift the back knee. Inhale, both arms come up, crescent pose. And then exhale, drop both hands, plant the right hand, and then left arm comes up. See if you can spin to the pinky toe edge of your right foot as your left toes point towards the side of the mat. Left hand comes to the side. And then bring everything forward. Shift the front hip back and straighten through the front leg. Inhale for kind of a halfway lift, just finding a nice long spine. And then exhale, fold. Place a little bend in both knees and step it up to the top of your mat in a forward fold. You can always place a little bend in the knees in this fold too if you would like. Inhale, hands come to shins, spine parallel to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Inhale, little bend in the knees, rise all the way up, hands down, around, and up, and then palms come to kiss at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. One deep breath. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Plant the palms. Step it back to plank, or take your cobra, chaturanga, the way you like to do it, or whatever you're feeling today. Open up the chest, and then meet me in downward facing dog. Press the chest towards the thighs, nice strong arms, don't get lazy here. And then inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it into the chest, shift forward. Flex the foot, step it through, back to that low lunge, toes in the back curled under. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lift up the back knee. Now sweep the arms in front of you and then see if you can bring your weight into your front foot. Hands can come to prayer at your heart, lifting up that back leg for warrior three. And then slowly bring the back knee to bend and come to the front as you stand up. You can even rise the arms. Squeeze that knee into the chest. And then grab a hold of that knee with your right hand. Left hand comes out behind you. And you can even try to test your balance and look back here or to the side. Bring it forward. Hands come back to prayer at the heart. Flex through that front foot or through the left foot. Cross it over the right knee and squat down. Figure four. Now, option to skip this part. If you get tired in this figure four, go ahead and take a forward fold. We're going to bring our left elbow to our left sole and plant the palms. Option to take grasshopper pose. So a little arm balance fun. Plant the palms. I like to go a little wider than shoulder width. And then lift up the right foot. Gaze goes about a foot in front of the hands. Plant that foot. Come back to stand. And then uncross. We're all meeting in forward fold. Maybe grab the elbows once more. If you do, maybe grab the opposite of what you had before. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Little bend in the knees. Bring fingertips. Inhale all the way down, around and up. Palms kiss. And let's just bring it straight down this time. All the way down, planting the palms to our chaturanga. Open the chest for upward facing dog. And then curl those back toes under for downward facing dog. Ears in line with biceps. Check your form, make sure it doesn't get compromised as the flow gets a little bit more difficult. And inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee into the chest, shift forward, flex through the front foot, step it through. Lower the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Again, back toes curled under, don't forget. And exhale, lift up the back knee, sweep the hands back. Inhale, bring the arms in front of you. See if you can shift your weight into your front foot. Lift up the back foot for warrior three. And you can even bring the hands to prayer at heart. Slowly stand up, but don't drop the right foot if you can. Bring that knee into the chest. Hands come up first. Inhale, exhale. Grab your right knee with your left hand. Right hand comes back, and you can even try to test your balance by maybe looking back a little bit or towards the side. Just try to find one point to look at. It makes it a lot easier. And then come back to the front. Hands come to prayer. Again, option to skip. If you do, from the figure four, well, let's flex our front foot first and cross it over the left knee. Meeting me in figure four first. If you get tired, go to that forward fold. And if you're going to take grasshopper, twist, bringing your right, so you're bringing your your foot right above the elbow. So not on the elbow, but right above it, and that's where it's gonna stay for our pose. Planting the palms to the side of you, to the left side, and then finding your point of focus to look at on the ground and shifting into your balance. Lower back down, slow and controlled, and then uncross. Beautiful. Everyone should be meeting in forward fold. Take a few deep breaths. And then place a generous bend in the knees, drop the hips, fingertips tap the ground, rise up to chair. Last strong core pose. Oh, actually there's one more at the end, so just kidding, but we're almost there. See if you can shift your weight into the balls of your feet and maybe lift up the heels. If you were shaken, that's okay. Slowly lower the hips down, all the way to the ground. Sit down, and plant the feet. Slowly roll onto your back. Take both palms on either side of you. Soles, bring them a little closer to your hips, and go ahead and lift up the hips. For a little bridge. Try to create some nice space in between your chin and your chest so that you're not digging your chin into your chest. And then shimmy your shoulders under. See if you can interlace your fingers for a more active bridge. Lift up the hips a little higher. Now lower them a tad and see if you can kick one foot over you and then the other to come to a plow pose. Take a moment to adjust if you need to. You can walk the toes in or back. But the most important thing in this pose is making sure that your spine is nice and long. Sometimes I like to even uninterlace and bring my hands to my low back. I usually need to walk my toes in towards my head. And if you need to place a little bend in the knees here, that's okay too. From here, don't look side to side. So if you need to watch me first, you can definitely do that and then try it. But lift up the toes, bend one knee, bring it above your hips, and then see if you can do the other one, feeling the weight of the hips in your hands. If this feels comfortable for you, go ahead and see if you can straighten the legs. And then maybe press them away towards the front of you a little bit. Option to always stay in that plow pose, or even the bridge. Wherever you're at, slowly come down, bend the knees, send them back to the plow. And then if you're in plow, slowly rolling the legs back out in front of you. You did it. Bring them both in front of you. And keep the left leg on the ground. Bring the right knee into the chest. Take a moment here to deepen your breath. Let yourself really relax. You did great. And then use your left hand to guide your right knee over to the left side. Right hand can come maybe in a cactus arm or straight out to the other side of you, palm face up. You can place the gaze up or towards that right hand. And even close the eyes if that suits you today. Gently uncross, give the knee one more squeeze, and then drop it down to the floor. Lift up the left knee. Give it a little hug. Maybe start to release any breathing techniques you might have been trying during the practice. Really let your shoulders melt into the mat. Unclench the jaw. Soften the forehead. And use your right hand to guide your left knee over to the right side. Left arm can come to a cactus arm or straight out, palm face up. And taking the gaze either up or to the left arm. Let this be your time. Maybe to release any tension that you might have been holding. And slowly uncross. Bring your hips to the center of the mat. Readjust if you need to get comfy. And then take one leg and then the other to either corner of your mat. I'm going to leave you here in shavasana today. I hope that you enjoyed this fun vinyasa flow for flexibility and strength, and that you be patient with yourself with these postures. They are definitely not easy. They did not come easy to me, but I believe that you can do it. And have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Namaste.